matter the season, ailment, or fitness level, the foundations of good health are nutrition and high-quality H2O. The orthopedic and sports medicine experts at Trinity Health System are here to explain how a balanced diet and adequate hydration up everyone's game. Whether on the court, out in the field, off for the day, or in the classroom, to every champion, health matters.
Whenever talking about hydration, anytime you're actually losing weight in a rapid fashion, you're actually sweating out water and other, sediments with that. So as much as 2% of your body weight lost can have a negative effect on your sports. And that happens really quick, especially in hotter temperatures, humidity, etc. So important to kind of stack up, get a little bit of water before that, taking water breaks as necessary, especially in the hot days. Football camps starting up, every 15-30 minutes having a nice water break to kind of keep yourself hydrated.
You don't want to have a whole bunch of sugary drinks. And people think of, when you say sugar, you think of putting sugar in your coffee, you think of Cokes. But Gatorades, Powerades have almost the same amount of sugar. And just because they have those electrolytes in there doesn't mean that they're better for you. You can get those electrolytes through eating whole foods, other things that hydrate you like strawberries, bananas, cucumbers, things that are water-based, but also have lots of micronutrients in there. Another way to get electrolytes in is just to add a little extra salt onto your food, and that keeps everything going, because the hydration that you have will limit you, if you are going to cramp, if you're going to slow down, if you're going to do anything like that. To avoid any of that, just make sure that you're getting your water in, and where you have those electrolytes, that's how water can get into your muscles, because without that salt, without those micronutrients, the water can't get into your muscle tissue. By the time you're thirsty, you feel that thirst mechanism kick on, the dehydration process has already started. So you have to drink all day, not just when you're thirsty, but all the time. A good gauge is, besides the water that you drink at practice, because that's a given, is you should be drinking half of your body weight in fluid ounces. So if you're, a 180-pound guy, you should be drinking at least 90 fluid ounces of water, not including the water that you drink at practice.
Some red flags when you stop sweating, right? So something to watch for: dizziness, you start getting confused, heart palpitations, your pulse is different. Anytime those things start to happen, that's whenever you're saying, whoa, hold on, I need to do something about this now before it becomes too late. Something you want to monitor is urine output and even color. So obviously if it's dark or smelly, that usually is an indicator that you've kind of been dehydrated, and so get your water up, okay? Something that, there's different colors to urine. That's something that's lighter and not as concentrated would also indicate a good hydration status.
Cramping up. If you're cramping up, that most likely means that you're dehydrated. Other warning signs is dry mouth, cotton mouth. If you do start getting dizzy, that probably means you're dehydrated. If you stop sweating, if you've been going, maybe it's a 2-hour practice, that first hour you were drenched and now I'm not really sweating much anymore, it's because your body's out of water. You don't have anything left to sweat out. And then if you start feeling cold, that's another one that's you definitely have gone too far. You need to reel it in a little bit. If you don't give your car good tires and oil and gas, it's going to break down. It's the same thing with your body. If you're running hot all the time, going to 2-a-days, football practice, whatever it is, going to band camp, there's lots of different activities going on right now. If you're not giving your body those proper nutrients to build itself back up, that you're asking for an injury. So a few things that you can do. One, eat the rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, Roy G. Biv from kindergarten. Eat the rainbow, get as much in as you can. Another thing that's a good a number to hit for is however much you weigh, about that many grams of protein in a day. And you want to get those, if you have to use like a protein bar or something like that, a protein shake, you can do that. But you have to remember that they're called supplements for a reason. They're supplemental to a already balanced diet. So you want to get plenty of steak, chicken, et cetera, because you think of eating protein when you are working out, you're lifting weights, you're breaking down muscle tissue, so you want to eat protein to build those muscles back up. You don't think of that so much when you're outside running. That's just like lifting weights. Or if you get injured, it's the same thing. That's an injury to your muscle tissue that your muscles need those protein building blocks to recover from that injury. And then obviously having a good source of carbs. For an athlete, you want to have some whole wheats, some rice, etc., to give you that little boost of energy throughout the day.
The orthopedic and sports medicine experts at Trinity Health System will be back next week with more information to help you keep your kids operating at peak performance. So stay tuned, stay hydrated, and stay on the field.